Okay, it is time. Finally, thank fuck. I forgot to announce it. Oh my god. Hold on. We're almost there. We're getting there. It's happening. Quick server announcement. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, boom. There we go. It's happened. Things are finally happening. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, this is like an hour and a half. You won't know this if you're watching the VOD. But this is like we're starting like an hour and a half late because it was almost stream time, and I was like, shit, I haven't had dinner yet. I don't want to have to leave stream like I'm like a little bit in to go have that. So I'll get it sorted now. And I was like, okay, this thing supposedly takes an hour, but maybe we'll only take like half an hour. Let's try just cooking it for half an hour. And then half an hour wasn't done, so we just put it back in, and so it took a while. But we're here. We're good, G. Let's play the cute lesbian visual novel about the babies. Lucia, wake up. Right? Lucia cracks one eye open and blinks at me. To get back into the voices. Christ, that comes with me with time, but I'm a fucking voice actor. She called up underneath her futon, her ashen hair spelling across her pillow, some of it tangled around her horns and it looks all knotted. Having horns must be quite a pain, that's why she wears her hair so short. If it was any longer, those horns would probably be more of a problem. Lucia, you need to get dressed. Dressed? That's right, hurry up. I don't have time to stand around waiting. Can I have 5 more minutes? No, you can't. Come on. This is way too posh of us. No, you can't. Come along now. There's a good girl. I'm sorry, but I'm still so sleepy. You go ahead. I'll catch you up later. You've only been here for 3 days. You'd probably get lost. My sense of direction isn't that bad. Got lost to Miss Tamura. Got lost, Miss Tamura asked you to get yourself an English textbook for the class right next to ours. Forgive me if I don't trust you. You're so mean, right? I'm not mean, I'm just truthful. There's a difference. Now get up. I have perfect attendance and I'm not going to spoil it for the likes of you. I paused, struck by a brilliant idea. The prospect of my perfect attendance being tarnished enough to... Chevy? Lucia along. This should be. And if you don't get up now, you won't have enough time to eat breakfast. I thought this, for sure, would be enough to make Lucia get up. But strangely enough... it is not to be. Lucia continues to lie there, doesn't even try to lift her head. I'm sorry, right, I don't feel very well. She whimpers, holding her arms around her stomach. The expression on her face really is pitiable. The expression on her face is pitiable. I kinda want to pat her on the head, but I restrain myself. No, do it, it's adorable. My stomach hurts, my arms and legs feel all stiff and heavy. If you really are sick, that's your own fault. So you don't have to eat so much. You didn't listen to me. I know, but everything tastes so good. Human food is so delicious. Jeez. I feel that Lucia has been eating way too much for her skinny little body these past few days. But it's also true Dad's been swallowing her wrong. Every single time she holds out her bowl at breakfast or dinner, demanding seconds or thirds or fourth helpings, Dad is only too happy to oblige. Potential stomach aches be damned. I wonder who the real culprit is here. It's probably, realistically, it's probably nobody's fault. That's right, it'd be stupid if I tried to assign blame over this. Just one of those things. Unfortunate, yes, but hardly the end of the world. Try to find a culprit for Lucille's illness. It'd be just as bad as those Europeans in the Middle Ages when they tried people for witchcraft because their crops failed. I'm a modern girl, but I don't hold for such nonsense like that. I'm far too cultured. Alright, I'll let you stay here for today. Dad always stays at home, so he can look after you. I'll go and tell him you feel sick. Thank you, Rai. I appreciate it. You need to act like I'm doing you some big favor. Anyone else would do this now. Besides, living you here might be a good thing. I mean, I'll actually be able to focus on class right now. I don't hear my classmates whisper to one another about how smooth Lucia's skin, or how pretty your hair is, or how cool those horn-shaped accessories are, while I'm meant to be finding the angles of my isosceles triangles. I'm a fucking nerd. Pardon me. Can't listen to Miss Tamura at all, since everyone is too busy talking about Lucia. Lucia. If Lucia isn't there, everyone should start ignoring me again. Everything will be back to the way it used to be, back in the good old days when I was Invisible Rai, sitting in the classroom without any presents. Kinda depressing, girl, I'm a real. That's what I want, isn't it? Hold on. There we go. Gotta keep the gag going the whole game. Oh, right. Why isn't Lucia with you? She can't come today. She's sick. Sick? What's wrong with her? It isn't a fever, is it? A headache? Toothache? Measles? Bumps? Chickenpox? Tuberculosis? Food poisoning? Dry rot? Subsistence? No, wait, don't tell me. It can't be an infestation of termites. Those last 3 elements you listed do not commonly infect little girls. They don't? No, those are the problems builders were having with dear old Nozomi's house. Oh yes. My mother was talking to me about it on the phone last night. Must have had termites in my mind. Take care, dear, or your poor brain will end up as holy as the foundation of Nozomi's home. Dad takes this quip in good faith, with another one of his harried little smiles. Massive male wife. Wonder if I'll be able to find a builder to fix her place up. We've been trying, but it's hard work. It seems like most builders are worried they'll damage the foundation even more while trying to repair it. While Mom and Dad discussed the exceedingly interesting affair of Grandma Nozomi's head slowly collapsing home, I turned my attention back to breakfast. I'm glad Dad has grown tired of Nado. Breakfast today is a far more pleasing affair to the eyes and the nose. Miso soup and rice might seem like a rather average breakfast. The spring onions Dad sprinkled into the miso soup gives it an extra crunch, and the rice is perfectly cooked as always, topped with roast sesame seeds. Okay, I'm gonna just put this out there, right? I respect if you can do it, but low-key, anyone who has like a full breakfast every morning, psychopath. They scare me. I get up, pour myself some like fucking cereal, eat it, and I'm out. Whoever sits there making a full fucking breakfast every morning terrifies me. And if you're one of those people, you terrify me too. What are you doing? Genuine question. Who has the energy? I'm terrified what you could do through determination. So, is Lucia alright? She isn't seriously ill, is she? I forgot to remove the Goku hair, but it's back now. She'll be fine, just a stomachache, that's all. Oh, is that it? I'm glad it isn't anything too bad. I hope it wasn't my foot that made her sick. Since she's from Norway, she may not be used to my style of cooking. What? Don't be silly, Dad, it's not your fault. But if I hadn't fed her so much, then maybe her stomach wouldn't hurt right now. I was insensitive. What are you talking about? Lucia is the one who asked for the food. You didn't force her. But I was selfish. We adults exert our will upon young children. They're privileged. Don't say it like that. That sounds weird, bro. No offense, but I don't think you could force your will on a water flea, let alone a living, breathing human. But Dad isn't listening. He's well and truly lost in the throes of despair. Incidentally, there's a lot of time in the throes of despair. I wonder if it's a nice place to live. I was just so happy that I'd found someone who wanted to eat my food that I didn't think. I know you and Yuki like my food, but you don't praise me very much, and Yuki is always on a diet. When I was younger, my dad always scolded me for cooking so much. He said I should be out playing soccer or something, not secretly making sweets in the kitchen like a girl. Nah, bro, you good. Real talk, anyone who's able to score a male wife like this dude, absolute, like, they fucking won. That's like top tier shit. Get yourself a male wife. So there's a PSA, get yourself a male wife if one other. Well, I wasn't asking for his life story. I've heard this enough times already anyway. I never met my grandfather on my dad's side since he died before I was born, but I've heard he wasn't the nicest person. He doesn't sound anything like my mother's father, who's supportive and easygoing, even if he is unhealthily obsessed with Nado. I've always wanted somebody to share my food with, ever since I can remember. Lucia was like a gift sent from heaven. If only he knew. I prepared dish after dish, all kinds of dishes. Is it any wonder she would get sick after having her palate stimulated like that? But I didn't think about Lucia at all. I was so thoughtless. I'm the worst. How could I live with myself after making a precious guest ill? Careful, dear. If you slam your head against the table like that, you may break something. Dad sniffs, raising his head. His face is stained with tears, and it looks like there's a dark purple bruise forming just above his right eye. Ow. Are you worried about me, Yuki? Well, I'm more worried you put a dent in Nozomi's table. How cruel. And you upset my cup, too. You should count yourself lucky I didn't spill any tea. Yuki, please forgive me. It seems I did another selfish thing, but even thinking about it. Well, that is generally what being selfish entails. Doing something without thinking about them. I don't think you're selfish, though, dear. Just a bit thoughtless sometimes. I forgive you, though. You should know that you'll always be my number one, no matter how clumsy you are. Why don't we have more of this shit? Why do we not? We need more. We need more married couples who are still happily in a relationship and in love. We need this shit. These two are adorable. Ugh, thank you for understanding, Yuki. I watch Mom and Dad pushing my food with it. I watch Mom and Dad pushing my food with the tips of my chopsticks. Is Lucia gonna be alright being left under Dad's care all day? I'm beginning to wonder. Get rid of the Goku here now. I thought going to class without Lucia would be relaxing, and in a sense it is. My classmates crowd around me when I enter the classroom asking after their absent Norwegian princess. They soon disperse when they realize she's not here. Just like that, my daily routine is reestablished. It's disrupted as a frozen lake and almost fiercely monotonous. But I can't bring myself to enjoy it. I can't stop thinking about Lucia. Oh, baby's in love. Oh, baby. It's so cute. This is why I love lesbian fiction so much. It's just so sweet. I push my pencil case around the desk, distracted, and cross and recross my legs. I can't get her image out of my mind no matter what I do. If she's alright. I want to see her face again, with her innocent eyes and her white smile. Hey, what's up, look, how's it hanging? I want you to know that I've kept the Goku gag going this whole playthrough. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep it going till the end. Having her stay in my home is a bit inconvenient. I'm not used to sharing my room with other people, but I don't hate her company. I like talking to her. It's interesting, especially since she's a demon who literally came from hell. That's not the only reason I want to talk to her, though. She said she liked me. That was kind of embarrassing, but none of my other classmates ever told me that before. Only my parents. I think maybe, just maybe, I might like her too, even if she has an eye. Oh, adorable. Ah, I gasp. In my hazy state of mind, I somehow managed to knock my pencil case right off the table. It's the floor of a clatter, pens and pencils exploding everywhere. I've never done anything like this before. I'm not a clumsy girl. I don't trip on my own feet. I don't walk into people in the hallway. And I certainly don't knock things off my desk in the middle of class. Sakuraba? Is that? Yeah. Sakuraba, what are you doing? Miss Tamura peers at me, her eyes narrowed. She isn't the only one who's staring, the rest of the class is too. I'm sorry, miss, it was an accident. I hope that it was. I still like you to not pay attention, Sakuraba. Now, pick up your things as quickly as possible, so we can commence the lesson. Yes, miss. I sat on my seat silently and crouched to the floor, retrieving the scattered contents of my pencil case. What's up with Sakuraba? She's been acting odd all day. Maybe she's worried about Lucia. Maybe they have a special bond that cannot be spoken through words. Of course they don't. They've only known each other a few days. Well, is Lucia Where is Lucia anyway? Did Sakuraba say? Apparently, she got sick. Oh, that's so sad. The poor darling. I did so want to speak with her again. No wonder she got sick. Staying with a gloomy girl like Sakuraba. Please don't say anything like that. She might hear you. Alright, class, settle down. Miss Takamura slams the palm of her hand against the desk. The class jumps in unison and turns to face her, stunned in silence. Pick up the rest of my pens and pencils and cram them into my pencil case, then sit back down at my seat. My lower lip trembles and my face burns bright red. What on earth am I doing? I know the feel, girl. I had this one, like, really embarrassing thing that happened to me in class, kind of similar to that. It was the middle of a chemistry test. And in the chemistry classroom, we didn't have chairs, we had big stools with no back on them. And like really high tables. So in the middle of the chemistry class, we were all doing our chemistry test in silence. And I dropped my pencil. And I don't want to get off the chair to grab the pencil. So I'm like, okay, I'll just bend down and grab. I'll just like lean down and grab it. So I lean down and I can't reach it. So I lean a little further and a little further. And I'm starting to tilt the stool, but I'm like, I can grab it. It's fine. And then I lean too far onto one side of it to put all the weight on that one corner. It spins like 180 degrees and throws me right off the stool onto the floor with a huge clatter, and everyone just stops and stares at me. And the teacher just stops for a second, and just says, "Okay, can we take a moment to appreciate the Mission Impossible maneuver that Amy just pulled in?" It was not a fun day. I don't even remember what I got on that test. I think I did mediocre. I was never huge into chemistry. I got like a B, I think. So you know, I'm proud of him. Walk back home along the riverbank, my school bag slung over my shoulder. The day was quiet and uneventful, and the time dragged by at a snail's pace. I thought the bell would never ring. This is also tedious. Things are a lot more fun when Lucia is here. What am I thinking? There's no point worrying about Lucia now. I'll see her when I get back home. Ugh. And I'm starting to walk faster than usual. Am I really that desperate to see her face again? It's so cute! Oh, she's worried about her. Must be something wrong with me. Maybe I'm sick. Whatever Lucia has must be contagious. Come to think of it, if there is something seriously wrong with Lucia, how will Dad cope? Lucia's not a human. So normal medicine may not be able to help her. In fact, it could make her even worse. I thought Lucia was only joking when she said she had 7 stomachs, but what if that's true? How does cough syrup work when it gets dispersed 7 ways inside one person's digestive system? I wince. All of a sudden, I'm hit with a wave of despair. I just want to see Lucia. I don't expect to, but I miss her. Oh, the baby misses her. Dad, is Lucia alright? That's the first thing I asked when I get home, or even had a chance to take my shoes off. Dad pops his head out from behind the kitchen door, smiling sheepishly. Welcome home, Rye. Slip him on his shoes and discard my school bag and walk into the kitchen. It's on the same spot too. Is the demon girl fucking dying? No, I think she's got a stomachache. And now the main girl is realizing she's in love with her and it's adorable. What are you doing in here? If Lucia's sick, shouldn't you be upstairs taking care of her? Well, you might have a point. I just thought it might be nice if I made her something to eat. This might seem like a nice gesture on the surface, but I have my doubts. You're not doing this because you feel guilty, are you? Dad smells awkwardly, pushing the tips of his index fingers together. He's really doing the... Maybe. Jeez, just as I thought. I already told you, Dad. It's not your fault Lucia got sick. It's weird that you want to take care of her, but you shouldn't do things just because you feel obliged. You should do them because you want them. But I do want to. You know how much I love cooking. Yeah, he's literally doing that. Can you see on? Yeah, you can see it on the stream. Probably just being selfish again. Dad laughs in that self-affecting manner of his, which just seems to invite teasing. Wonder if that's why Mum pokes fun at him so much. His gestures are always so sigh, soft, and understated, as though he's afraid of drawing too much attention to himself. I never got much of a chance to cook for anybody when I was younger. I had to sample everything I made by myself. What about Grandma Nozomi? Didn't she support you? She wasn't averse to it, but Dad found the idea of his only son making sweet so unpleasant that he tried to keep me out of the kitchen. Mother didn't like conflict, so she didn't try to challenge him. I don't see why it should be such a big deal. We all have things we're good at. Gender shouldn't come into it. You would think that given Yuyuki's daughter, she's pretty liberal, so are her parents. Did you know that this is only a self-gay sex, apparently? I highly doubt that, I'ma be real with you. I was happy back when she started to date me back in high school, but I was relieved too. It was always a lot nicer staying at her house than my own. Hold on, I'll Google it. Okay, you do, because I'm real. I do not hold consent. Yuki's parents would actually eat my food, and they compliment me on it too. I used to come over for a few days a week and help her mother cook dinner. It was a lot of fun. They did tease me when they realized I was the only one who made Yuki chocolates for Valentine's Day. I was the one who made Yuki chocolates for Valentine's Day. It's the other way around though. Didn't Mum pay you back on White Day? That's the standard, right? Well, she might have done. At any rate, you know I don't mind cooking. I like it. I just want to be helpful. I never really felt helpful when I was younger, but Dad didn't really give me the opportunity. He's really just trauma dumping on us, huh? Well, that's all water under the bridge now. So he says, but I'm not entirely sure. I wonder if this is the reason why Dad's always so eager to please, so quick to help. His self-esteem must have been worn horribly thin, and even though she loves him, I'm not sure Mum is always the best for that. Hey Rai, Do you want to help me out? Why are you asking? This isn't some elaborate ploy to get me into that stupid maid dress again, is it? Of course not. As if I'd ask you to do something so underhanded. I just thought you might like to spend some time with me, that's all. I haven't spent time with you lately? Have I spent time with you lately? More than usual, I suppose, but... this isn't just for me. This is for Lucia's sake, too. Why? You don't need my help. You're far better at cooking than I am. You say that, but I'm sure but you're a pretty good cook, too, in your own right. I'm sure your skills will surpass mine someday. I'm happy you're becoming mature so very quickly. And it's a little sad, too. Don't be sad. You can do a lot of things I can't. I don't know how to sew clothes like you. You don't really like the clothes I make for you, though. True. I don't believe in telling white lies, even if it might spare some people's feelings. A lie is a lie, there's no two ways about it. Well, I already knew that, but even so... Christ, I'm gonna need an early night tonight. Especially as I'm starting college tomorrow. So, you know, wish me luck on that. And so, you're Lucia's friend, aren't you? Bit my lower lip. I'm not entirely sure of my own feelings, and I don't know what to say. I suppose I am her friend. I'm not entirely sure. Since I've never had any... I've never had any friends. Before, it's hard for me to know. Yeah, my googling shows that it indeed does make sense. You're goggling? Yo. I often goggle. Well, no matter. Well, no matter what you think, it's clear to me that Lucia likes you very much. Shut the fuck up, no. Now she should be happy if you made her something. I know I would if I were in Lucia's shoes. Not sure about that. I haven't seen Lucia all day. I'd rather go and spend time with her right now. Ah shit, what should we do? I feel like we should help her make... I feel like we should help him make porridge. I have a feeling that the baking answer will always be the right answer. This is a game about baking. Yeah, I could go see her, but... I'd be a little lesbian. Then make the porridge. I want to go see her right now. But I feel like if we make the porridge for her... I'm just going off the fact this is a game about making food. I feel we should make her the porridge. Alright, I suppose I can lend a hand. But it's not for Lucia's sake or anything. Baka. Who am I trying to kid anyway? I don't like liars, but lately I've been finding it hard to face up to my own feelings. If I only knew what my own feelings actually were. See? She was already being a little lesbian. Aww. She met him. Alright, I'm here. I even put on the stupid maid outfit like you wanted. I thought that would treat you look very cute, Rai. I never said you had to wear it. I never forced you to do anything against your will. Then why did you bother to sew this for me in the first place? I don't know, I just thought it would be fun. I saw this cute advert on TV with a bunch of maids, and I was inspired. So he's been on... how long has this Goku hair been here? I must have forgotten to turn it off. So you get passionate about maid dresses, do you? Come on, Rai. Now you're making me sound like a deviant. I just like cute things, that's all. This guy is like pure male wife, and I fucking love him. I said it before, but I'll say it again. Get yourself a male wife like this. Like, and his wife is so fucking lucky. Dad's blushing so much I'm starting to feel a little guilty. And I shouldn't be so mean to him, but I can't help myself. Sometimes I feel sorry for Dad, but I shouldn't have to, should I? I'm almost 30 years younger than he is. What does that make him, 40? This man's 40 years old? I'm pretty sure Rai's like 9. So he's like 39, 40? Christ, he looks good for 40. Alright, I'll stop talking about the dress. Should we start cooking? Yes, I would like that more than anything. I think he really means it too. Though I agreed to help Dad, rice porridge is a very simple dish, so there isn't much for me to do. I sit at the kitchen table, legs crossed. Every time I mute and unmute, I'm always, like, paranoid, I'll leave it on mute. Sit at the kitchen table, legs crossed. Everything is silent for a while, save for the gentle simmering of water inside the rice pot, when... Rai, can I ask you something? You just did. Well, I suppose I did, but, can I ask you something else? Of course, you just did it again. Uh, I can never get one over on you, can I? You really are like Yuki. I was just wondering, you don't think I'm annoying, do you? Why are you asking me that? Can't imagine it's very common for middle-aged men to seek affirmations from 9-year-old girls, even if those 9-year-old girls are their daughters. See? Told you. This guy's 40? I do not believe this. This technically makes him a DILF. In both age and having a daughter. I'm just putting that out there. I was a little curious. No father wants to annoy their only daughter, but I think I might annoy you despite myself. Well, it's not that you annoy me, not exactly. It's just more like you exasperate me. Exasperate? Is that really any better? I'm not sure. Maybe the two emotions aren't quite as dissimilar as I thought. That's... that stings a little. Then why did you bother asking me the question? Didn't you want to hear the reply? I did, I guess, but it's just as bad as I thought. I'm sorry I haven't been a very good father to you, Rai. I know I'm not as responsible for you as your mother. I mean, I don't even have a job. I stopped working to support your mother. But it's been almost 9 years now. You're not as young as you used to be, and you're getting older every day. You're always at school now, and you don't need me to stay home and look after you. Taking care of Lucia today made me realize something. I like fussing over people. I like being relied on. I'm not happy that Lucia is sick, but I'm a little glad I was able to do something useful for a change. That's just a little selfish, though. Dad laughs, running a hand through his hair. I always thought of my dad as a relatively young man, but suddenly noticed that the lines under his eyes are starting to look more pronounced. Is it from stress? You would think Dad had much to stress about, being sat at home all day, but maybe not. It's precisely because he always stays at home alone that he overthinks things and makes himself unhappy. I miss when you were little and you still wanted me to play with you. I liked going on walks with you to the park, and I liked braiding your hair, and I liked telling you bedtime stories. I liked teaching you how to swim and how to ride a bike and how to cook. I haven't spent nearly as much time together these last few years, have we? Of course not. Of course not. It's like you said, I'm getting older. I don't need you to support me anymore. I know, and I'm happy you become so wonderful. And I'm just saying that because I'm your dad, and you really are wonderful, Rai. It makes me feel a little bit unnecessary, maybe. I'm not really sure, but when you called me annoying earlier, it made me think. Maybe I've been trying to coddle you too much. I know I can be a little too enthusiastic sometimes, and I'm scared it's pushing you away. I've grown up an awful lot over the last few years. Maybe I should try to do the same. Maybe I should try to do the same. Christ, can we get this guy's best dad award already? It's maybe the daddy issues in me, but I'd fucking kill for a dad like that. Lucia, are you awake? The baby, there she is. Hmm. Right? Lucia's bright red eyes blink once, then twice. Her face is pale, but she looks slightly better than she did this morning. She's even able to sit herself up, though not without a certain amount of effort. You alright? Don't exert yourself if you feel sick. I'm okay. I was sleeping for most of the day, so I feel just fine. I raise an eyebrow. Are you sure? You haven't even mentioned the tray I'm holding. You usually comment on that first. I guess I've been kind of out of it lately. I had this really weird dream. Oh, what was it about? I dreamed that I got kicked out of hell. And there was this weird stuffed doll monster thingy, and then I had to team up with a talking bass guitar to save a girl made out of marshmallows. That sounds like a pretty strange dream, alright? It was! The strange thing is I didn't even get to eat the marshmallow girl, though I'm sure she would have been very delicious. Oh no, what a tragedy. It was! It made me cry. Anyway, Dad thought you might be hungry, so we made you this. Place the tray on the side of Lucia's bed, or my bed rather. Yo, we got the rice porridge achievement! How many? Okay, hold on. This might be cheating just a tad. Okay, maybe not cheating, but... How many food-based achievements does this game have? God, there's so many food-based achievements they'll get. Christ. The rice porridge sits on the center of the wooden tray, simmering softly, perspiration running down the rim of the bowl. The rice inside is a pure and fluffy white, diluted by hot water and topped with green spring onions. The bowl of rice porridge is accompanied by one of my dad's favorite herbal remedies, a mug of ginger tea. The tea was made by mixing half a teaspoon of ginger root powder with brown rice malt, and adding hot water. This warming concoction is supposed to improve the circulation and combat common colds and allergies. That's what Dad says, anyway. Why do I keep forgetting to turn the Goku hair off? All these food shots are ruined by a random bit of Goku hair. Oh, what's this? Is this some kind of soup? It's rice porridge. Good for curing stomach problems. If you read it, you should get better in no time. Thank you for worrying about me, Rai. Of course I'm worried. I want to sleep in my own bed tonight, which means I want you out of it as soon as possible. I'm not gonna lick you or anything, baka. Eat a lot, sleep a lot, and get well. You're gonna get well soon, okay? I'll do my best. I wouldn't want to disappoint you after you worked so hard for me. I don't work hard. Rice porridge is really easy to make. You say that, but I know you tried your hardest. I know you tried your hardest in everything, right? But you put your all into this. Turn my nose up in the air and fold my arms. Well, I believe in working hard at everything, no matter what it is. It doesn't really have anything to do with you. Whatever you say. Is he laughing at me? Oh, of all the nerve. Anyway, thank you for the food. I glance Lucy over my shoulder. It isn't because I care about her, though. Really? Why should it matter whether she enjoys the food or not? Dad made most of it anyway. All I did was stir the rice and chop the spring onions. I don't care. I don't. I shouldn't even need to say it twice because I don't like telling lies. But if that's the case, then why am I peeking at her from underneath my lashes? It's probably the same reason why I keep thinking of Lucy in school, and why I worried about her so much when I tried to walk home as quickly as possible to see her again. Ah, it's hot! Lucia draws a spoon away from her lips and blows on the surface of the rice porridge, trying to cool it down. Dad and I let it sit for a few minutes so it would cool down, but I guess we didn't leave it for long enough. God, I'm fucking shattered. Dad told me to wait a little bit longer, but I didn't listen. Put the tray up to Lucia anyway. So there's no real reason for me to be so hasty. Oh, she just wants to see her. Even though it's a useless gesture. Even though I, Sakuraba Rai, hate wasting time more than anything in the world. When it comes to Lucia, all the common sense I love so much goes right out the window. Lucia brings the spoon to her lips once more, and as she does, I ponder. It's because no matter what I'd like to believe, I've grown to care about Lucia. I've only known her for 3 days, but I think she's selfish and annoying and far, far too loud for her own good. None of that matters, but I care about her all the same. How could I not? She's the first friend I've ever had in my whole life. Aww. Now, the important question is, do I end stream here or do I keep going? Hmm. You know, we only did 1 day last week. I think I'm fine with doing. I think I'm fine with doing just one this week. Yeah, I'll end stream here for the day. Apologies for being so late and so short, but I've got my first day of my next college year tomorrow, and I'm already shattered, so I don't want to stay up too late. Shit. When I said, oh, maybe just one more, I'll just do one more day. Last week, the first when I first started this, I ended up 3 hour long streaming. I don't have time for that. So I'm gonna head off for the night, and I'll see you guys. I'm not sure. Maybe Wednesday or Friday. I got college 2 days next, starting next week, but I should be able to fit my streaming around it just fine. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.